Okay, it's been an absolutely crazy week. Not only did my app hit over 500,000 users, I went from 0 to over 1,000 followers on X, and one of my TikToks got over 70,000 views. And I also hit over 1.1k on TikTok. So I'm going to go ahead and break down this entire week. It's by far been the busiest and most successful week so far of building in public. I'm going to break down the app, how the growth is going, and how we're planning to expand it even more. And I'm also going to break down exactly how I grew these platforms and the actual impact of that, because my free community founders went from literally 10 members to over 250. So I'm going to break down everything for you guys. Let's begin. Firstly, we're going to start with the app. I launched it 5 weeks ago. I documented the entire process from the launch to midway through the month to a few weeks in to the point we're at right now, which is over 500,000 users, which is absolutely crazy to say. So I'm going to jump over to my laptop and actually break down the growth, and we're going to see how things are going. So we're on the Google Analytics for my app, and right now you can see it says 461,000 users in the last 30 days. But obviously the app launched over 30 days ago. So if I go ahead and change this to the last 60, you will see that we crossed over 500,000 users. And to be specific, 552,000. Now in previous videos, I've actually broken down the graph for the first 2 weeks, the first 3 weeks, and the first month. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to set it to last 30. And the reason for that is so we can actually get the daily growth. If I set it to last 60 or any longer periods, it groups it together week by week. And it doesn't really give you the depth of detail I want to give you in these videos. So we're going to stick with 30, but just to be clear, I have crossed over 500,000 users. So this is what we're working with in the last 30 days, 461,000 users, and as you can see, it's up by 238%. You can also see that the event count on these sessions are way up as well. And just to mention it, in the last 30 minutes, we've had over 689 users, which is crazy. And the highest point I actually saw this on the peak on that graph, which we will get to in a moment, we had well over 1,100 users, which is generally crazy. And now we're actually maintaining a very high user count when it comes to real time. So I'm very happy with that. So we're going to go to the middle of the graph here, and we can see that we got 24,000 users on the Sunday 20th of July. Now, if you've watched the previous videos in this series, you'll know that there's a cyclical nature to the type of growth we're having with this app, because with this niche, we're at the mercy for the currents. Wherever traffic runs through the niche, this app is going to benefit or not benefit from that, depending on how much traffic runs through the niche on that particular day. So you can see we had 24,000, then we had 19,000, which is a big drop. We had 17,000, you can see it's dropping all the way to 15,000. And then on Friday, it builds back up to 18.3. Then on Saturday, 20.2, 22.5. And then this whole week from Sunday to Sunday, you can see that we had a lot of growth going upwards, even in weekdays. So it dropped momentarily to 19.6. Then you go back to 22.5, which is higher than the week before. Then it dipped back down, but it jumped up to our highest day on record with 35,500 users. Now keep this day in mind, because I'm going to reference it when I break down what happened on X, because I put a tweet out about this and it went crazy viral. Then the next day we had 31,100, which is also great. And then obviously it dipped back down to normality. So overall, this app is doing very well. Monetization wise, it's also doing very well, exceeding our expectations. And the infrastructure that I referenced in previous videos that I'm going to be implementing into this app is well on the way in terms of planning. And I'm going to start developing that very soon, which I will be covering on this channel as well. So now that this is done, let's move over to what happened on X. Future Kasim here. I'm actually just pausing the video for 1 sec. At the end of this video, I'm going to be releasing a free resource on how I took my X account from 0 to over 1,000 followers. This is super important, especially if you're selling a product or service that would benefit from being seen by people like yourself, builders, indie hackers, entrepreneurs. So be sure to wait till the end when I drop that resource for completely free. It's going to help you grow on X super quickly. So now we're on X, and as you can see, I have 1,199 followers. By the time this video comes out, it won't be higher, but I literally jumped to this point within literally 10 days, which is the craziest part, because you can scroll through these tweets and this level of engagement I was not getting. I didn't think I'd actually get there for a very long time, but then I began to change my strategy and I began to implement certain things into my tweets, which allowed for this virality. And I actually cover this in the resource I'm going to be dropping at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. As you can see, this tweet did quite well. We had 40,000 views and nearly 500 likes, but this was a tweet that went absolutely viral. As you can see, we had over 200,000 views, 1.2 likes, nearly 300 bookmarks, and over 250 comments. Now this was me tweeting a screenshot of our highest day, and as you can see, I just did a quick one-liner explaining that we got 35,000 users in one day, and this went crazy viral. This allowed for a lot of the growth, and also a lot of people asking questions, which is where I led them to the founders Discord. And I will get to that in just a moment. But like I said, again, that resource I'm dropping at the end of this video, I'd highly recommend you check it out, because I basically document exactly how I was managed to grow my X account all the way from 0 followers up until over 1,000. But now that I've covered this growth, let's move over to TikTok. Okay, so we're on TikTok, and this is what's going on over here. So you can see I started posting again, mainly on my developer content, and it was averaging, around 1,000 views. We had some tick up to 2,000, and then I posted this slideshow which got over 10,000 views, which I found to be super crazy at the time. So I rejigged the wording allowing for virality, and you can see the next version got over 77,000 views. Now since this point, my views haven't been too crazy on my videos and my slideshows. I'm not sure if it's because this video is still taking up in views, so these aren't getting pushed, but regardless, I'm going to still keep posting. But I just want to document like the level of views that you can actually get on a developer account when you do content the right way. And also, if you want a resource on how to create TikTok content that actually goes viral in this specific niche, let me know and I can very easily do that video as well. But yeah, that breaks down the major events for this week. Let's move over to the next part. Now, one of the major knock-on impacts from my X account growing and my TikTok account growing was the community that was garnered within the Founders Discord. Now, the Founders Discord is completely free and it's a community filled with founders building apps and startups. And I specifically made it to share resources that I learned on my founder journey that will definitely help you on your journey. And the best part is all these resources are completely free. So the resource on how to grow your X account from 0 to 1K followers is in the Discord completely for free. All you need to do is hit the link down below. I will see you in there.